If you're over 40, you work out and your shoulder keeps nagging you during workouts, at work, or when you try to sleep, this video is for you. Most people your age are either pushing through the pain and hoping it goes away, or slowly giving up the exercises and activities they enjoy. That's how you end up in the no upper body workouts and no sports club. Today, I'll show you 5 things you must stop doing if you want your shoulder to actually get better, and what to do instead so you can keep training and staying active for the long term. I'm Dr. Joey Seyforth, online shoulder rehab specialist with Comeback Performance. We help active adults in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who want to stay in the gym, not retire from training, fix shoulder pain so they can keep lifting, doing CrossFit, playing pickleball or golf, and living their life without being scared of every rep. If you tried just rest it, random stretches, a band routine someone gave you years ago, or even imaging and injections, and your shoulder is still a problem, this is for you. You're over 40, you have more miles on the system, that's normal. But that doesn't mean pain is just an age or that surgery is inevitable. The problem is the way most over 40 shoulders are treated. Either ignore it and push through it, or stop everything and hope it magically heals. Neither approach actually changes the mechanics that are overloading your shoulder. Our Big 5 lens of your neck, thoracic spine, shoulder blade, shoulder joint, and nerves is how we fix it. And almost every over 40 shoulder I see is messing up the same 5 behaviors. One of my clients said it beautifully.
When you told me, Dave, it's not just your shoulder, it's everything else around your shoulder that we got to work on, and it's got to be your neck and your nerves, and I'm like going, nobody's told me that. Nobody's even mentioned none of that to me.
Once we stopped treating just the shoulder and started fixing the system around it, his pain stopped running the show. Now, let's make sure you're not stuck doing the same 5 things that keep you in pain. The first thing you need to stop doing is pushing through bad pain and ego maxing. If every time you press, row, or reach you feel a sharp, electric, or catching pain and you keep going because it's just part of training, you are teaching your shoulder that those positions are unsafe. Do this instead. Use a pain traffic light. Green is feeling fine, mild discomfort. Yellow is a mild increase that settles within 24 hours. You want to proceed but monitor. And red is when symptoms get sharp, catching, or worse after. You need to modify the exercise, range, or load. You don't have to quit training, you have to stop ignoring red lights. Mistake number 2 is only stretching the spot that hurts. Most over 40 shoulders I see stretch the front or side of the joint like crazy and call it mobility. But if your neck, upper back, and shoulder blade are stiff, stretching the painful spot is just yanking on the symptoms. Do this instead. Warm up the system, not just a sore spot. Get your upper back moving, get your shoulder blades rotating, get your shoulder joint feeling centered. In a minute, I'll show you banded scap angels and kettlebell pull-throughs as examples of what those look like. Mistake 3 is going straight to imaging and injections before mechanics. A lot of people over 40 go this route. They have pain, they get an MRI. They're told that they have a mild tear, arthritis, bursitis, and then they get an injection. Sometimes that buys short-term relief. It almost never fixes the way that you move though. Do this instead. Get a movement-based evaluation. Ask, how is my neck moving? How is my upper back moving? How do my shoulder blades move when I reach or load? What positions actually hurt and which feel okay? Imaging can be useful, but it shouldn't be your first and only move. You need to assess how the big 5 areas move together and not just rely on a static image like an MRI or X-ray. Mistake number 4 is ignoring night and sleep pain. If your shoulder wakes you up at night, that's not just part of being older. It's a sign your nerves, first rib, and shoulder position under pressure are unhappy. Do this instead. Treat night pain as a diagnostic clue. Fix your sleeping position. Use pre-bed drills like a belt first rib mobilization to reduce nerve and first rib pressure. Get your shoulder blade and neck in better positions before lying down. We'll go over that belt first rib mode today. And mistake number 5, doing random band rehab forever with no progression. A lot of people that reach out, they're doing the same 3 sets of 10 with the same red band for years. No progression, no load, no real return to things they actually care about. Do this instead. Rebuild strength and stability progressively. Use bands and body weight as a phase, not a life sentence. Move towards loaded patterns like kettlebell pull-throughs that train your shoulder and trunk together. Apply the Big 5 system so your whole chain gets stronger, not just your rotator cuff in isolation. Now let me show you 3 drills that represent the new way. Make sure to use the pain traffic light as we go. Drill 1 is a banded scap angel. This teaches the shoulder blade to move instead of jamming the joint. Anchor a light band in front of you at about chest height. Grab the band with both hands elbow straight and walk back to create tension. Bring your hands towards your hips. From there, slowly move your arms out into a wire angel position, ending with your biceps near your ears if comfortable. Return down with control. Think shoulder blades tipping back and rotating up as your arms rise. Keeping ribs down, don't turn this into a big low back arch. Complete 2 sets of 8 to 10 slow reps as part of your warm-up. If you want the same Big 5 framework we use with thousands of clients, I put the full guide down in the description for you. Drill number 2 is a belt first rib mobilization for a sleep and nerve reset. This reduces pressure on nerves and first rib that flare shoulder pain at night and in certain positions. We have nerves that cross under this first rib, and when it's stiff, it can compress them through the night and cause pain. We need to free up that joint space. Take a belt, dog leash, or strap and loop it over the top of the painful side shoulder so it sits just above your collarbone, angled down towards your opposite hip. Hold the other end of the belt with both hands, applying a downward pressure on that upper shoulder and first rib area. While maintaining that light pressure, bring your head down and in towards that shoulder, like you're sniffing your armpit, then up and away at a diagonal. You should feel a gentle stretch and pressure at the top of the shoulder and side of the neck, not a sharp jab. Complete 2 sets of 12 to 15 slow reps, especially before bed if night pain is a problem. And drill 3, a kettlebell pull through, to build shoulder and trunk stability in a real world loaded position. Get into a high plank position with your hands on the floor or on a bench to make it easier. Feet a bit wider for stability and a light kettlebell just outside one hand. Reach across with the opposite hand, grab the handle and pull the kettlebell across the other side. Plant that hand, then repeat to the other side. You want to think quiet hips, quiet ribs, strong shoulders. Start light. This is about control, not max weight. Complete 2 to 3 sets of 6 to 8 pull-throughs per side. If you're over 40 and your shoulder hurts, the problem usually isn't you're old. It's pushing through bad pain and ignoring red flags, only stretching the painful spot and calling it mobility, going straight to imaging and injections without ever fixing mechanics, and ignoring night pain and sleep position, and living on random band rehab with no real progression. Instead, what you truly need is smarter pain rules, system-based warm-ups like banded scap angels, a movement system approach, night pain strategies like the belt first rib mobilizations, and real-world strength and stability work like the kettlebell pull-throughs. If you're over 40 and your shoulder pain is making you think you have to give up the training and activities you love, you don't need to become the no upper body person. You need a better framework. To help with that, I put together a Big 5 training guide that breaks down the exact 5 areas we talked about: your neck, thoracic spine, shoulder blade, shoulder joint, and nerves, plus the tests and exercises to start changing each one. You can download it using the link in the description. And if you want a personalized second opinion style plan, someone to look at your Big 5 areas in the context of your age, your training, your imaging, and your goals, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.